Against the backdrop of a rapidly growing population in a changing and increasingly variable climate, Melbourne Water works in close collaboration with our partners to make a vital contribution to Greater Melbourne's famous livability. Guided by our vision of creating healthy people, healthy places and a healthy environment, we help to support economic growth, enhance community wellbeing and underpin basic human health. With our upcoming program of works, we're looking to work with partners who share our vision. Melbourne Water will soon issue an expression of interest process to engage service providers to work with us on the next stage of our infrastructure program. This process offers an opportunity for new contractors to partner with Melbourne Water to deliver our future vision for the livability of the Greater Melbourne region.
Melbourne Water provides a vital service to the life and livability within Melbourne. We supply potable water and sewerage services, deal with stormwater and flood mitigation, provide recycled water, manage the vast array of environmental assets and maintaining that infrastructure has been developed over the last 100 years. Our ideal partner is one that obviously shares our values of care, courage and integrity. So we want partners that come with the right skill sets and the behaviours to ensure a safe and a quality outcome in everything we deliver. So our new framework will provide us with the opportunity to work with a number of service providers to deliver our capital works in the most efficient way. So the framework agreements provide an umbrella in terms of commercial terms, contractual arrangements to deliver our projects, and then each of the projects that are delivered under that framework are expedited through that process with project notices rather than full-blown contracts. We want your feedback in terms of innovative models that you've seen work. We are looking for new ideas to build into the new framework.
So the total volume of work we do per year is about $300 million through the capital program of works. With this particular tender, it will be about $150 to $160 million a year. On an average, about 25 to 30 projects. Anything above $50 million goes through the open market. Anything under $2 million is delivered by small-scale capital works, which is a self-perform model. And in between $2 million and $50 million, it's the current framework, which is to Tier 1 contractors are delivering that. The team of project managers in Melbourne Water who are predominantly tasked to deliver the jobs with the service providers, so they look after all the governance, the quality issues and safety issues. Safety underpins everything we do. If it is not safe to do it, we will not do it. We want somebody with us to have that passion of driving that zero harm. We are committed to it. We want our partners to commit with us.
Over the years, Melbourne Water has changed the way we deliver infrastructure projects. After a recent review of our capital delivery strategy, Melbourne Water is now moving into the next phase of our framework agreement approach. For our upcoming expression of interest, we invite proposals from self-performing teams who are skilled in the provision of multidiscipline design, civil, structural, mechanical and electrical construction. These self-performing service providers will need to directly employ the workforce engaged in the execution of our works. We are looking to engage up to 2 service providers who will exclusively bid for each of our projects. Our program of projects is worth approximately $150 million per year to be delivered over the next 3 years. The projects will typically be valued between $2 million and $50 million. The program is a mix of design and construct, mechanical, electrical and civil works. Melbourne is currently experiencing a large, long-term surge in investment in infrastructure, placing the construction industry under significant resourcing stress. We are looking for partners who can lock in resources for the whole term of the contract to build Melbourne Water's next generation of water and sewage infrastructure projects.
Under the current framework arrangements, our safety performance has steadily improved, certainly over the last 18 months, but we're still harming people and that's unacceptable to Melbourne Water. We want to explore a new model that would drive safety performance to a true zero harm performance. We need to eliminate the layers of subcontractors that the current model drives. So we want to ensure that everybody that comes onto a Melbourne Water site is not only focused on their own safety, but also on the safety of those around them. And everybody feels empowered to make a difference to the safety performance of that overall site and therefore our overall framework.
This presents a really exciting opportunity for companies to get involved to work hand in hand with us to build really creative designs that lead into the value chain of Melbourne Water. What I'm looking for is a partner that I can work with who understands our values, our culture, to be able to bring those best available technologies, those best practices, those sustainable solutions. It would be good to be able to have that real focus from those design teams that basically can draw from their experiences to eliminate health and safety risks, but also understands our connection with government and stakeholders. I want us to be leaders in infrastructure design that set the standard both in Australia but also that other countries like Southeast Asia.
Our upcoming program of works consists primarily of brownfield renewal projects within our existing assets. This brownfield focus highlights the need for careful management of projects so as not to impact on our operation facility. Service providers should expect work similar to the following snapshot of current Melbourne Water projects.
The Western Treatment Plant project essentially consists of a new feed pumping station feeding from Pond 1 of the 55 East Lagoon to 4 new bioreactor clarifiers. So this will give us the capacity and enable us to treat Melbourne's growing sewage that comes into this plant to a level that we can safely discharge to Port Phillip Bay.
We just finished rehabilitating a 45 metre deep manhole at Brooklyn. It receives about 450 megalitres of sewage every day. All of this sewage is then pumped to the Werribee treatment plant for further processing. We managed to revamp the entire manhole with no impact to the community it serves, and we ensured that it continues to serve Melbourne's growing population.
M40 is one of our historic water mains going into the CBD. We're planning for Melbourne to be like 8 million people. The new main is a 1750 diameter. It's upsized from the original main, which is only 1350. The aim is to provide a secure water supply for Melbourne for the next 150 years.
We at Melbourne Water are very proud of the assets that we manage and how they impact on the Melbourne community. We now put significant effort up front in the planning stages of our projects and engaging our customers and then keep them informed as the planning progresses and then into construction. And our customers are actually a lot more supportive of what we're doing whilst we're delivering this essential infrastructure.
Our expression of interest documents will be issued in October of 2017 and will be available through tender online. In the meantime, we hope you will take the opportunity to consider your interest in the program, review how your company can respond and talk to potential partners. Once the expression of interest is released, you will have 4 weeks to respond. Once we have reviewed your expressions of interest, we will shortlist organisations and issue a request for tender. Interviews and workshops will be held in early 2018. We expect to award the contracts in mid-2018. Join us in making Melbourne an even greater place to live. For more information, visit melbournewater.com.au. Queries can be sent to mpdinnovate@melbournewater.com.au.